Everybody, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all having a great Friday. The weekend's coming. The weather is supposed to be fairly nice up here, so hopefully everybody enjoys it and makes good use of the weekend. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk today about the other night when the Jets, basically in my opinion, kind of owned the honors ceremonies. We won Defensive Rookie of the Year with Sauce Gardner, Offensive Rookie of the Year with Garrett Wilson, and two loved Jets are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, Joe Klecko and Darrelle Revis. So I want to take time away from the quarterback search and all the stuff that's driving all of us Jet fans crazy and talk about those guys just for a second. Now, Joe Klecko, for any of you new Jet fans who doesn't know, he was part of the New York Sack Exchange, they called them. It was Joe Klecko, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons, and Mark Gastineau. And these guys were just crazy. They were feared all over the NFL. They got accumulated 66 sacks, I believe it was in the 1981 season. Joe Klecko himself had 20 and a half sacks. And that defense and that team led the Jets to their first playoff spot since the 1969 season. So it was pretty significant, pretty awesome. Joe Klecko ended up his career in the Indianapolis Colts after I think it was the 86-87 season. He was recovering from knee surgery, and he just never came back. He only played a few games that season for the Jets, and the Jets ended up cutting him. The Indianapolis Colts picked him up. He played the 88 season with them, and after that he retired because of his chronic knee problems and everything. But Joe's a great Jet. He always will be, and in my opinion. And he's one of the guys that when you think New York Jets, you think Joe Klecko and the New York Sack Exchange. Now, Darrelle Revis, he played his college in University of Pittsburgh. And Darrelle was selected number 14 in the overall draft that year. So he had high expectations coming out of college, and believe me, he lived up to them. Darrelle made his Jet debut actually against the New York Giants in a preseason game in 2007. And shortly, right after that, he was named the first string cornerback because Eric Mangini at the time was the coach, and he could see Darrelle he had special quality. He was gonna be a special player. He spent 6 seasons with the Jets from 2007 to 2012, in which he ended up getting the Revis Island name, because if you went over there, Revis was going to shut you down. He was a shutdown cornerback. And everybody knew it, and for the most part, teams stayed away from him. And if they didn't, they wished that they did in certain games. He was just a shutdown guy. And he was traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after the 2012 season. After that season, a good season with the Bucs, he was traded to the Patriots in the 2014 season where he got his Super Bowl ring. They won Super Bowl 49 that year, and Darrelle was a Super Bowl champion. And then he came back to the New York Jets after that for the 2015-2016 seasons. Had 2 good seasons with the Jets, returning to us, and then in his last stint, he went to the Kansas City Chiefs for the 2017 season. After that, he retired. Darrelle Revis was named to several Pro Bowls. All-Pro player, and he now is a New York Jet inductee into the Hall of Fame in the 2023 class, along with Joe Klecko. So I think it was a great night for the Jets fans, for the organization, and and also our 2 new guys that won the offensive and defensive rookies of the year. We've got a lot to be happy about as Jet fans. We're going to be moving forward. Better things are coming, and once we get our quarterback in place, the Jets are going to be moving on. 2023 is going to be a good season. Stay positive, everyone, and be thankful for what you have. And our Jet players who are now going to be in the Hall of Fame, it's going to be an awesome time. So thanks for listening, and I hope I got all the facts right. And please comment, leave a comment below. If I missed anything or I said something that might have been wrong, bring it to my attention. Let me know. I'm kind of doing this off the cuff, kind of rough, raw style. So just let me know if I've said something wrong, and leave a comment below. Either way, hit the subscribe button if you like the channel. I look forward to everybody's comments, and talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.